Today we are building a massive forest of trees right about there. My name is Dr. Jankovic and I want to welcome you to Rosethorn. This is my 11-year Minecraft world. And before we get too far into it, I just want to remind you guys, be sure to subscribe. It does help me out and sometimes you'll get notified of new videos. But let's get into it. So here's the deal. I have about 33 massive pine trees like the ones behind me to build in this forest here because I owe them to chat. I've owed these since June of 2025, which at the time of recording is about 6 months ago. There is one slight complication with all this, and that's that I'm not very good at trees. It's our opportunity to learn new things and I'm bringing you all down with me. First things first, the process is pretty simple. First, we've got to get a ton of spruce, a ton of leaves, and a ton of willpower. So there you have it. I've got 2 boxes of leaves, 3 boxes of logs, and 1 box of wood. I don't know what else you might need for a tree. Maybe we might experiment with putting some pale moss on the trees. But right now, this is the bulk of the materials. I suppose we should go and mark everything out, right? That might make everything a little bit easier. Just give it a quick fly around. We've got 5 trees so far. They're pretty evenly spaced out, and I think I want to keep it that way. So probably the next one right here in the middle, and then just kind of spread them out throughout this world. On second thought, I'm looking at this terrain, and what a disaster this is. I might go get some grass and just kind of smooth some of this over, because this is kind of great. Oh, a cave I haven't lit up yet. You guys really would not believe just how long that caving trip was. 12 years almost we've been in this world, and I found 2 spawners down there and placed like 3 stacks of torches. It was crazy, but we are finally ready to get back to it. Let's mark out those trees. So this time I've taken a new approach to these trees. I built the first few and they went really, really well. I love the way they turned out. But I decided, since I need to think about the landscape as a whole, I wanted to get some really bright wool, lime, and just mark out all 33 trees. That way I can walk through it, see how it looks as I'm walking through it, and when you're viewing the skyline, you'll be able to see how it blends into the world. And honestly, I got done marking out the trees, and already I could tell this is going to be a great project. We've been doing so well to keep this video moving along. Let's just take a time out and let Dr. Janky give you a little piece of advice. I realize how easy it is to procrastinate. Believe me, I'm a professional. I do it all the time, unfortunately. But sometimes you just need to get something done. And when you need to get something done, here's the best way to do it. Sometimes you just need to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, we did the thing. We did the hardest part, but there is a little bit more work to be done, so that just means we can have more fun with it. But look at this, a massive forest here. It looks so great, and it turned out perfectly. Let me give you a bit of a different angle. This is the most frequent angle I see it from, but turning right out of my storage, you see the big shulker build, and then you see the trees to the side. It just fills out the area so nicely. Look at all those trees. But like I said, we have a little bit more work to do. We've got to get some ponzel. We've got to get some grass, some cobble and mossy cobble maybe. And we got to do a little bit of terraforming to clean up the bed of the forest there, because that was a bit patchy. So let's get to work. Alright, so phase 1 was just kind of scanning the area and flattening where I needed to fill some holes and things. So as you can see, it's all pretty easy to traverse. I don't think I want a path in here. I kind of want to keep it all preserved. But the next step is add in some ponzel and some texture around these trees just so it looks a little bit more natural. Probably put some extra rocks where it's a little empty. And, you know, just texture it up, make it look nice, all the natural bits. You know, I used to think terraforming was so difficult, but really all it boils down to is you walk around, if you find something janky, start taking it apart, replace the blocks. Then you take a step back, look at it, ask yourself, does it look janky? And then you turn around, no, that looks pretty good, so we'll keep it. This looks a bit janky though, we'll cover that up. Then when it comes to texturing, you just sort of break some blocks, place some new ones here. The next thing we got to do is hide all these torches. Now, I love torch spam as much as the next guy, but it looks so much better when you can hide the lighting, right? You may be wondering why I'm using brown carpet for this. It's because we have all this ponzel and coarse dirt laying around, and I'm also going to mix in some rocks in just a second. So having a little bit of contrast against the glass, just a different color, and we can hide the lighting under it, it's perfect, I think. It took a little while, but we got all the torches and sea lanterns and all the different lights that I used hidden. And it's just so much nicer walking through this forest now. Next step, we need a little bit more color. I don't want to just leave it flat like this. I want to go get some stones and things. Let's make some rocks. I see a big open area like this. This is a perfect place for a rock. You know, that's a pretty good rock, but I can't help but think I missed one thing. This guy right here, we need some mossy cobble. Let me go find some. Moss is acquired. Let's build another one. There we go. That's a little better. It mixes with the terrain. Now we just got to do this a whole bunch more times. The next thing I want to do is mix in some of this leaf litter here. I love this block. It's really nice that you can rotate it around, kind of spread it out. And I want to do this to break up the green a little bit, plus these brown carpets that we put out in the wild here. It is going to make them look just a little bit more natural, kind of mixed into the world like it should be there. And here's the finished product. We've got leaves everywhere. It ties the whole area all together. I just love this place. Let me know what you think in the comments, if I should add anything, or what you just like about the build. I'm always open to suggestions, and it would be a shame not to do one final flyover. Look at it. It looks great from a distance too, but you can let me know what you think. It is a little bittersweet, isn't it? We had this classic forest that was there all the way from when this world was on PlayStation 3. This looks so nice. This had to go here. And it's got people's names on it, so it's a good way to commemorate the community. But unfortunately, that is all the time I had left for this episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. The forest looks great. It's been so long since I released a regular episode from Rosethorn. I really enjoyed the process, and I want to do more of these. So let me know if you like today. And be sure to like, subscribe, all the YouTubey things. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.